All right guys, so first off, let's do a good thorough initial cleaning of this car just to see what we're working with here before I start tearing into it and removing things like the old blown out airbags. So let's see what we could get done here. I'll start in the back. So we will begin dismantling the interior next, taking out all of these airbags that have blown, and we'll take out these seats because I need to replace, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet with these seats, but they got to come out anyway. So we'll start off with the driver steering wheel airbag. So make sure your battery is disconnected at this point. Even though pretty much all of our airbags have already gone off, we still want to make sure there's no power here. Give it a couple minutes, let all your capacitors discharge, and we'll start with the steering airbag. There's going to be two small plastic panels you'll have to pop off on the side of the steering wheel. I did this one already. And inside there is going to be a T30 Torx screw, which is holding the steering wheel airbag onto the steering wheel. You're not going to undo it completely, just loosen it and you should be able to pop out the steering wheel airbag. You'll do the same thing on the other side. So I'll go ahead and do that. You do have to go ahead and loosen that T30 Torx screw a good amount. It is a captive screw, so it's not going to fall out, but you have to loosen it up enough till you get this airbag free. And as you can see, you have your typical airbag connectors here. These pretty much will always be melted to the airbag after the airbag deploys, so either we'll have to replace the clock spring as well, or maybe we can just solder in some new connectors here. But we'll undo those, the yellow and orange clip, as well as this grounding wire. All right, so that's one airbag out. As you can see, these always melt to a blown airbag. So we're gonna have to change out these connectors when we put in the new airbag. Either that or we'll have to replace the entire clock spring, but I hope not. We shall see. Steering wheel airbag is out, so let's go ahead and remove that knee airbag next. We'll first start by removing this center console because I believe there's a couple of screws that I have to get to behind there in order to get this airbag out, as well as this trim panel. Boom. Okay, so that's out. So next we can pull these forward then we could pull this entire climate control out. And there's one connector there. Okay, so climate controls are out. Very simple to get these out, wow. Okay, this will also help me to find our safety module, which we're gonna have to send in for a reset. I believe this should just pull up and out. Yep, that little piece just pops out. And then you have these two Phillips head screws. You know what? You could use a large Phillips head screwdriver or a 10mm socket to get this out. And you've got 3 connectors here. And that's out. Okay. So now we have a bolt right here. And there should be another one behind this panel here. That should allow us to pull this off. And then you have to just undo some of these electrical connectors behind it. Undo that cable is for your hood latch. And now we could finally undo the airbag. There's a few bolts holding it in. It seems you have one over here. Got one up here. One here. And then finally you got your connector down here. And you'll undo this connector with your pick. Pry underneath the yellow gently. Okay, so there is one knee airbag out. I was wondering what this is. This is, because this car has a remote start. It's an aftermarket one. This looks like the module for the remote start. Of course, we shall keep remote start. Oh, by the way, this car is for Dad Fix-A-Cardi, if you were wondering. He's the someone special that this car is for. He deserves it. I'm building it for him, and he's gonna really love this car. So, anyway, back to that auto start. We're not gonna get rid of that, so Dad Fix-A-Cardi can start this car in the middle of the winter, so his butt could be nice and warm with those heated seats, and in the summer, his butt could be nice and cool with the ventilated seats, because this car has both. So he's gonna really enjoy that. So we're gonna leave that there. And let's take more of this center console apart. I gotta find that safety module. It seems to be buried in there. So I gotta see how we're gonna get that out. I'm gonna take this radio out. So let's see, so far to get this radio out, it looks like there's, from what I could see, 4 bolts here. See what we got here. Oh boy, we just hit the mother load of electrical connectors, that's for sure. The good thing about this is, like, it's intimidating, but all of these electrical connectors, they only go in one spot. So you can't really get it wrong. And this could actually stay there. It's like some kind of jumper. That's it, one radio out. We're gonna undo more of this center console so I could get to that safety module. There's gonna be a couple of 10mm bolts down in here. There's 2 here. Undo this connector here, this one here, and this whole piece will slide back. Man. That's a big one. Oh boy. Gonna have to go in the back seat. Next, we'll remove this vent. That just pops out. Sorry to leave you guys so quickly. Tune in next time as I continue to take apart this Toyota 4Runner. And if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss a single episode, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.